A Lawrence County man fighting male breast cancer is inspiring a community. He's telling people about his journey fighting the disease, his goals of running in a half marathon in New York City, and encouraging others, telling them the time is now to live for today. One step at a time, tackling life's obstacles and helping others. That's how Brian Kroback lives in the moment. He spent months training for the breast cancer half marathon in New York City while fighting stage 4 male breast cancer.
I just am faced with a challenge that, regardless of what doctors or science says, I believe I can beat.
And he was able to beat the odds, crossing the finish line at the race in the Big Apple during Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Brian touches hearts across the country on social media.
Decided to, go into a hole and hide, or, you can make a decision and to make a difference.
Inspiring others to never give up. What's one thing that you want people to know about your journey?
I would always say, try to become the best version of yourself.
How do you want people to be their best version? How do you want to inspire people while you're still dealing with what you're dealing with?
You have to look in the mirror. It starts with being honest and being open. It magnifies everything in your life, whether it's good and bad. You have to break yourself down to rebuild yourself.
Brian leans on his faith to rebuild.
We thank you that we could be here for Brian, God. We just lift him up to you, God.
After being diagnosed with the rare cancer.
The odds of male breast cancer are extremely low, especially for somebody at that time. I'm 36 years old. You're well under 1%. So I've had that cyst, what I thought was a cyst, for quite some time. Doctors said, just keep an eye on it. And one day I came out of the shower and was drying off, and my left breast looked different. And that led to a biopsy, and away we went. So that started in 2021.
Brian had surgery and went into remission. Then in August of last year, he felt a lump while working out. He was hoping it was just a pulled muscle, but doctors diagnosed him for the second time.
I was just rubbing my shoulder down after doing a set, and I felt a lump on the top of my trap. And I was like, oh boy, here we go again.
But Brian never asked himself, why me? But rather, why not me?
I refuse to look at myself as terminal. I don't even like using that word, because if I worry or I get depressed or I get down, nothing changes. The outcome is still going to be what, that's Jesus' plan, not mine.
Brian did have one plan, creating a foundation to help others dealing with the struggles of cancer.
The Now Foundation was built by him for other people. We had to fight him to accept the help and, let him be a part of it.
His circle of childhood friends wasted no time taking on leadership roles, organizing fundraisers, or just picking up the phone on those not-so-great days. They stayed by his side while he trained for the half marathon and cheered him on in New York City during the race. Brian is never alone in his fight.
Being there for him and making sure that he knows how much he means to us, and we want him around for as long as possible.
He even runs with 250 people right in his pocket. Names given to him on social media so they can be his comfort.
I carry a list of people with me, every name, every mile, for those that have battled or battling or beat cancer.
Brian says he prays for those people to get a miracle, but his friends say Brian is the light in darkness.
Every day he's a miracle. He is creating and inspiring people to be great. He's inspiring people to fight. He's rallying people around him in the cause, and whatever it might be that folks are dealing with in our community, he's giving them inspiration. So every day he is changing people's lives.
Appreciates every moment. Every day is a blessing. That's kind of how the Now Foundation got its name, is that all we can worry about is where our feet are and living for today.
Brian says he's going to continue to fight and spread awareness through his foundation. Covering Lawrence County and Neshannock Township, Chandy Chapman, Pittsburgh's Action News 4.